Prodigy Starks. We back with another one against the Lakers.
DA taken away. Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous driving kick weapon. He said, I never pay attention to the defender.
Man, we beat the Lakers. The Lakers beat us last time by probably like 3-1, something like that. This is the only loss we have against the Lakers. And they didn't have AD. The 2K cheese is real. Because we've been dominating everybody else.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring
too crazy
over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Coach Spo.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Davis is out there with Jimmy.
They traded Kelly Olynyk for Larry Nance Jr. That's always weird when they do that. 2K, why not just have the coaches in the right place instead of jerking? Some of these glitches be like mad weird. AD.
I prefer the fastest game. That's why I love the West.
Shoot, my front court lethal, man.
Especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto, they play
AD times 2. Let's go. Come on, man. Oh, we gotta play Quinn Cook. You know what I did to you last time, even though we lost. Oh, come on. That's weak, 2K. You gonna put me on Millsap? Can we? I understand I don't have a high rebounding thing, but like, can I make an effort to rebound? Like last season, I mean 2K, well not 2K19, I don't really wasn't that high on rebounds. It's 2K18 where I was high, which 2K20 to me is similar to 2K18 because they worked on defense on 19, and then it's like you went away from it 2K.
Tipped away, and that one goes out of bounds.
Because you can legit get blow by at any point, which is good for me on my career, but not necessarily in the park. I don't like how they do the tips on here. If you have coloration on your tips, shouldn't when you pick the color, shouldn't it be black? And the tips or whatever you want to choose, I guess. That would have been dope if you can choose the base color and the tips. But I'm thinking it should automatically be black, and you do if you wanted the tips blonde, you do it blonde or whatever. That's not what happens when you turn the tips on and you go back to change your hair color. I went to do blue, all blue. I'm like, nah. I'll put it back to black. I should have changed it. Took the tips off because it's green right now. It's like a tinge of green. Yo.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible. Excellent avoiding fouling, got in the perfect position.
Not the best pass, but at least you listen. That's all I really care about. If I call for it, just give it to me. Which is more nerve-wracking with my I just started a build on a paint beast. Because I finally got the VC to where I wanted it to be up there. I didn't want to use during their 200,000 VC and not have any left over, basically. So I built it up to like 400, and then because I already had 200,000. Of course, here and there, I get clothing and certain things I want. But it's strategic how I do it. I need to get some more tats. I need to play park more so I can get the shirt, so I don't have to have the shirt on, so I can do the tats on the my back and my chest.
I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron.
Come on, let's go.
I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Now, here is Starks. Against Golden State, he was really on his
Yo,
feet.
y'all got to be, as bigs, y'all got to be better than that. I understand I got blocked. That's my fault.
And down it goes, jamming that one
But you mean to
home.
tell me you missed it off of my miss, then you missed it off of AD's miss? It's like Andre Drummond missed it off of AD's miss. Like, what? No, that's not how we go. It's not how you roll.
Now, here's Bradley.
Then I got to get the ball back and show y'all how it's done after getting blocked.
That one is off. Great tee that time from Davis.
Move out my way,
If
Quinn.
you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the
We ain't at Duke no more, so I ain't got too much mercy for you, man. Well, my player's not at Duke because it ain't. 2K didn't let you pick your team this year. There should always be an element of you. If you're gonna put college thing in there, I understand you wanted to build a story.
score by Miami.
There should be always an element where you pick where you want to go, though. Like you got to get to. I'm hoping PS5, this next gen series has a whole lot. Because I mean, when we went to 4, it had a whole lot of different changes from 4 to 3. So hopefully you get some more. Hopefully you get more flexibility and stuff like that. Hopefully we get female in my career too, WNBA. I mean, honestly, a female in my career would be easier to grind. My career, anyways. They don't play 82 game series. So you give me the steal because I didn't press square or anything,
The other way.
but you let it roll out of bounds. Come on, 2K,
Miami's ball.
let me get the ball in that situation.
Full run.
The attributes dictate that I can get the ball.
Passes it to Davis.
Oh God, you can make it on the second one though. So I don't get no assist for that.
Performance so far, hence the big lead.
That's what you should have did anyways. But this era bigs are not aggressive like that. They don't dunk like
Here
that.
is Cook. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Kind of wish we had a Shaq,
The
Olajuwon, I kind of wish we had some of the
And
old,
the Lakers decide
some of the
to
guys
take
I
their
grew up
first
on,
time
because
out here.
2K20 probably be a whole lot different, and that's because it would be based on your gameplay of what's going on in that era. And
Now, here's Millsap. He's coming off a 10-point game.
you would have
against
better.
Minnesota.
Honestly, you have well.
His bucket is good, and he'll have a chance
Actually, that don't really matter once you come to the park and people can shoot long range, mid range, and stuff like that. So it's just that the NBA doesn't understand that mid range doesn't necessarily need to be a lost art.
How do you even
You
put
still
yourself
can shoot the mid range.
able to do on the
Still gives you 2 points.
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a night
Matter of fact, if you're a shooter, it might like similar to Curry that goes or Harden that does layups and threes.
strike for one more.
A little stop and go every now and then to hit the midi right quick.
a methodical approach.
It gives you a little bit more flexibility.
Using their physicality to set the tone.
I don't know. I think the next person I'm going to try to work on is my 3-level scorer.
Good start.
I got a lot of little test builds out there, but
Doesn't seem to be working.
I'm not willing to
Within a season,
pay BC for multiple characters.
On the same page, and if something's not working,
I mean, Ronnie claimed to us that we could respect our players, so respect
bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes
respect
they
our
made,
players. But I'm like,
our new outlook, and ask everyone are they in on it. And
of course,
if they're not, those guys
you
are
always
right.
have with 2K news. You always with him having 2K news, you always have to be skeptical.
Heck of a time. We're gonna have a heck of a time because now we have a new
So a lot of that information I took as a grain of salt
positive energy.
because
the Lakers now, after the miss from
Ronnie
Starks.
doesn't tell the truth.
Good.
Everybody in the community knows that.
Room there, the step back move
Like he tried to get on Agent,
to get it off.
try to blast Agent, but it's like, most of us weren't gonna even rock with that
On the call with the foul.
because most of us watch Agent and a lot of us genuinely like Agent. Even one of my homies that's not even like he played video games, but he don't play 2K like that. He like Agent. So I mean, like, even if you're not in deep in the community like that, it's like I think Ronnie always feels like Well, they're gonna have somebody to blame. It's like, no. Go to the board meeting or the meetings about what's in the game, and say what they tell you what's in the game, and not give us BS to try to hype up the game. First of all, it's the only game in the market. It's the only simulation basketball game in the market. Especially this year, because Live didn't come in there. But Live's not good enough to compete anyways, regardless. I mean, I got 19, I got 18. I still knew it wasn't good enough to compete with it. I like simulation basketball. I like sports games a lot, too. I mean, I just like video games in general, but I mean, like, I grew up playing sports games. So, I mean...
Bradley passes to LeBron. Back to Bradley. James against Drummond.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Ronnie. I mean, he won't hear this because I don't really get viewers anyways, but... And I don't do videos as consistent. I did drop like 2 videos like that weren't non-stream ones, but
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special.
that was like mixed highlights and music on it, and you know, some effects and stuff like that on there, but I don't get no traction doing that. All that usually, because I put music on it, usually it's just promo to get people to continue to watch. But same thing with my Instagram, and I just added a TikTok this morning, so to do the same thing. And I got a Tumblr. All my social media is centered towards that. And then when I want to say something personal, I just say something personal, because all those social media were my personal accounts before, so I don't care.
Same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right?
On Instagram, all I did before that was post funny memes anyways. Occasional selfie. I'm not a selfie type of nigga. It's the score. Can't see it. Phone anyway. Quinn Cook, man. Come on, man. Oh, that's disrespectful. That's the second time I've done that this season to them. I mean, we only play them 2 games, but I'm just saying that's the second time I've done cooked and then dunked on LeBron again. Go to my Instagram, AOKid exclusive. In fact, I think it's on my Facebook too.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's LeBron. He has 6.
LeBron trying to compete with me. The king.
He's got to keep grinding and looking for the best shot possible.
Finally got my first assist. Could have been quicker if y'all make shots.
Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Boy, I got a paint beast though. At 85, it could be at 87, honestly, but we're back to, you know, progression and 2K, like similar to 2K17. So I'm the type of person that will hold my VC to the point where I really want it. Like right now, I really would like to work on his post hook and his post fade.
Already they piled up 8 second.
And if I get enough progression to move it up to there, then that's when I will. By that time, he might be 90. Actually, that might be a stretch, but hey, it's a good bit. I have to move up to do that one. Maybe 80, 88. We'll say that. 88, 89. But yeah, they I'm at the Knicks. We are trash.
And I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them.
One reason is because 2K will have they'll let me have a game where I'm just like bullying people in the paint, or well, not bullying, but like making my shots basically. And then, because if it was bullying, I'd be dunking every time and backing them down. That's another thing. Like this 2K20 is really gauged on the badges. I pulled out my paint beast on the park way quicker than I ever did with my guard too. Cause I went to the rush 1-on-1. I was like, nope, can't do it. You gotta win 4 games in a row. And that's what I wish they would do. And I mean, the whole community wishes they would do that. Really, that's not nothing new. But you see the fluidity that I have, the movement, the easy movement I have with this player on my career. I'm not saying I'm supposed to beast him. Like that, obviously, that goes both ways. But there's times on there, like I got a few clips of me playing on 1-on-1s with, because they did 1-on-1 that whole weekend. So I might have did 5 games 1-on-1, and then like 2 for rush 1-on-1. And it's just, they just jukes you, both players. I'm looking at what he was doing versus what I was doing, and I'm like, they didn't let him fully guard me on that one. Like even body control sometimes, it's like, I mean, it shows up on my career too. Like certain way, they make you move too far sometimes. They don't. Like, I understand people make mistakes, but let us make that mistake. It's got to be based on stick. You can't be going so far out of the way, especially with my guy, and my guy's fast. So you mean I can't catch up with somebody? So that dictates that the servers is not as good as they need to be, and that's always a complaint to the community. It's like, bro, get your servers up. Seriously. So we can move the way we need to move in certain places. I mean, granted, somebody's that trash, but I would never say that I'm that trash. I would not say I'm the best in park. I'm definitely nowhere near the best in the park, but I'm serviceable enough to play park. And it's like when stuff like that happens to me, it make me go, I don't want to even play park. Plus, playing with random most of the time, so it's like, Like the last time I played park, actually, I think we won. Like last time I played 3-on-3, but it was guys that clearly could play. And I just tried. Honestly, that's what I really try to do. I try to stay in front of my guy, play good defense, which I don't understand why 2K does not allow you to be able to stay in front of your man consistently. Like you do a lot of extra movement sometimes. Here again, servers. Sometimes it's just bad body control on there too, though, because I think they're trying too much with the momentum stuff. Like Madden did the same thing with that crap, and it's like, bro, these are athletes that can stop on the dime. And then you're talking about me, a guard. My guard's at 99.9. And it's like, bro, like that. Would I step back on a wide open shot like that? Come on, guys. Off of a steal? I know somebody would say, well, you held it this way, like, nigga, I'm driving. That's an animation situation. Like, come on. Yo, pass it. DeRozan. Oh, wow. At least he made it. They think because a body's on you. You realize he had the inside track on him?
Now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell.
But yeah, the team I played with was pretty good. Like, even the last shot that he did was ridiculous. Like, it was a big man. He took the ball up. He literally, I wish I had the sound to that, because I would have, like, kept it on the video if I had the sound to what he was saying. But I don't think I didn't have any game chat, because I don't really care to be.
Each and every one of these guys can do amazing.
No, I mean, well, 2K don't record like that. I have to have a capture card. They don't record sound really like that unless I have my mic on or something.
Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And I need a capture card to do that. I don't need views to get money like that because I'm not going to just spend excess money constantly on here and not have anything else to use money for. But yeah, he pretty much took the ball down, said he was going to dribble, spin, went to the rack, and laid it up. Slow motion too, because you know bigs can't run fast anyways on this game. They can't on My Player Nation because they let you use your game speed. And if your game speed's at 100, that's pretty much the speed you're going to be playing in on My Player Nation. Which is nice for me because, especially when I play with my guard's already like 99 speed. Which that should translate into the park, but you're a little bit slower than what you would be, what's called.
They can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it?
You can get mad all you want to, man. It's year 2. You already knew what the scouting report required when you went up against Prodigy Starks. Better back up, man. Get clapped up. So bucket.
Sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team.
I kind of wish they had some G League stuff like that too, man. Cause my cousin, he done played 2 games in G League now. Got drafted by Boston. Scored 28 the first game. 7 for 11 from the arc. Scored 17 the second game. 1 for 8 from the arc. I'm like, bro, like you can tell, like this. That's why I don't like the trajectory of where the game is going to a certain extent. I'm not saying from a totality. Like the game's great, the game's entertaining, the NBA game's great, whatever. What gets on my nerves is this whole notion that mid-range is a lost art, or you gotta shoot threes to win the game and stuff like that. Because when you had that mentality, like the Claws, I think they're Red Claws, Maine Red Claws, that's who he plays for in G League. They kept shooting threes. As a coach, that will bug me. It wouldn't bug me if we're making them. That still would kind of bug me because sometimes, you know, as far as gameplay, you'd be like, "What? Why did you?" We're talking about shot selection at that point. That's why that would bug me. It'd be bad shot selection, but and you still somehow make it. But he went 1 for 8. Other teammates, I mean, they start hitting them late in the game, whatever. But that kind of brought the game closer. They were winning by 10, 12, like the whole game basically. And so that brought the game to like, yeah, they won by 3. At one point they were up by 2 and it was like, you know, a minute and 20 left and it's like, bro, y'all had a 10-point lead. You're just making you're just making bad shot selection. Like just shooting the 3 ball way too much. Like that's what I don't like about the game in this era. It's just like, bro, you don't need to shoot the 3 that much when you're not making it. Like there's got to be somebody that jacks all those guys up and say, not another 3. Not another 3. I understand when it happens in the flow of the game. Obviously, as a coach, you're not actually saying not another 3, but you are saying calm down on those. Let's try to get it into Taco, because Taco's on this team too. Try to get it into Taco. Let's try to get it to our bigs. Let's try to attack the basket, because that's how they got the lead in the first place. Tremont went to the basket, like back-to-back plays. One of his teammates, I think 00, I can't remember his name right now,
Three-point shooting. I mean,
I'm literally just watching it to watch Cuzzo. But
and when the score
dang, I only got one assist.
But
that mug. Yeah, I think they went like 3 drives back to back where they just went on the left side 3 times, layup, easy layup. No one stopped them. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that doesn't mean that the lane was going to be wide open the whole game. It just means that when you're not hitting those threes, go back to going to the basket. And if you're not listening to the coach saying that, and you're going to continue to shoot threes, you could have took that L. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to sit here and act like I know every single thing about basketball. I know a good bit. But I'm just saying from a fan perspective, I'm like, yo, you don't need to shoot that many threes, but you're not making them. It's different when you're making them. It's different when it's in the flow of the game and you're actually, and they're actually still good shot selections. Because if it's good shot selections, you're like, well, you know, whatever. We not making them tonight. But here again, if you're not making them tonight and they're good shot selections, you're gonna have to somehow. Shorter shots can build your confidence to hit those long ball shots. That's all I'm saying. Suspend shooting the threes for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Get your confidence back up, hit, and go back up. Inside, outside. Oldest game in the book, man. Sometimes you gotta go inside for your shot to go good on the outside. It's just facts. I'm not saying anything that nobody that watches basketball or has played basketball doesn't know.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Black Hole.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until
come on, you sold me, AD. Sheesh. Boy, they love doing that, boy. You know you gotta steal. They let you go right by that person, and they make an easy play on you, make you look like a stupid, like an idiot. Millsap, that was, I mean, well, that's not a bad pickup. It's just that Millsap is older than AD. Come on, man. 0 to hero.
Being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding.
Oh, that could be our nickname.
Give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Hercules. Because that's where that came from, 0 to hero.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're in the middle and 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on.
So me and Tyler Hero are Hercules. I was trying to come up with something like kind of like what I did last year with which was way better. Last year was way better with Donovan Mitchell, the Smash Brothers, because both of us can dunk like that.
And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer, force position.
Sheesh.
Really unselfish.
Yo, that's crazy, boy. I think I could have got Quinn and McGee off of that one. It's okay. Can we have the ability to fight for that? It may not be the best pass to call for in that situation, but you cannot let it go by me so easily. You have to be able to fight for that. Then again, y'all don't let us fight for steal, so even if we was able to fight for it, we'll fumble, fall over the ball, and then turn into some weird turnover anyways. Especially at critical moments. I'm loving that we're like mollywopping y'all this time because that was like total cheese the last time we lost. God dang, boy, I got a body. Millsap, man, take your old self to the bench somewhere, man. Look at that. Bodied you. Wow, that's crazy. And see, I can't block this year. Unlike last year, they had like I was like a god in blocking for a guard. It's like Dwayne Wade type of blocker as a guard.
Have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start today. Shooting foul.
Come on.
Blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got needle threader at goal. My guy's built to play with other people. Being a playmaker, even though all I can do is slash and shoot the mid range. But 2K does this weird. I don't understand the shot meter. I just people claim you just got to find your rhythm and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. Half the time I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. Cause I could swear, like sometimes I don't make those shots.
And with the lead, I like the strategy.
Like I expected to make that, but sometimes you don't make those wide open shots. Which is absolutely ridiculous to me. That's why I say I don't understand it, because they will legit make you miss that shot. You should make that a little bit more consistently than, considering my mid-range is pretty high. I got difficult shots, even though that's not a difficult shot. And it's wide open. Wide open always should have, you should always have an easier chance of making it. Matter of fact, I thought I was going green that, to tell you the truth. Shoot, I got Draymond kicked out. Speaking of them talking about Draymond, I played the Warriors, I don't know, a couple of games ago. Oh, come on, man. Y'all got to start giving me my steals. Y'all tripping. Okay, that's a foul. Nope, they didn't call anything. Green light. Yikes. That's tough. Are you serious? I could put my body in between the balls. But
and this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and
but not get. Well, I did get the ball, but I'm just saying, like, you do that type of movement where you, like, put them out the, move them out the way, like you post them up type of situation, and you can't immediately get the ball back off of that.
And it's slammed in by Davis. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Starks with the steal.
I don't know what Chris talking about. That nigga big.
To the middle. Here's Hero. And he gets the whistle.
You about 6'10", 6'11".
It's gonna be
a lot of those guys ain't as big as AD in that situation as far as weight and stuff. Well, he put on some, he went in college he wasn't like that, but he don't put on some weight after these years being in the league. I mean, I guess comparatively to Chris Webber, no, I guess not. Chris Webber was one of my favorite players back in the day too. Growing up, high school, I think, yeah, Sacramento. I thought for sure they was gonna beat the Lakers. Mike Bibby did that cold move on Kobe and did it at 3 on him. Didn't matter. Kobe and Shaq came back with a vengeance, especially KB.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Starks.
Rondo, take your old self somewhere.
62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Lakers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
What I love about playing with this 99 too is I don't have to go to practice no more. I can switch my badges if I want to, even though I don't really do that, because the badges I want, the badges I have are pretty much the ones I want. Because if I go to the park, I have Hall of Fame Dimer, so that's going to accelerate your shot. I have gold needle threader, so I can make difficult passes.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on.
I have field general, so I know where your spots are, basically. and that also helps sort of increase your shot too. What else? I got handled for days. I don't think any of the dribbling badges really help that much for me. Like maybe because I'm not much of a dribbler too, but I'm not really like I want to see somebody fall type of situation, especially on my career. Like the one I did on Cook the last time we played him, I just created space to a certain extent. Like I kept having him.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there.
I kept just crossing him bad, basically. It wasn't like him falling like I've seen on 19. In 19, I didn't even have playmaking abilities as high as that. 19, I broke somebody made them stutter step and fall. I was like, what's up with that, 2K? Like I've tried Space Creator, all that crap on Hall of Fame. I'm like, it ain't doing exactly. Even Ankle Breaker don't do exactly what I wanted to do in that situation. And I don't have no. Don't get me wrong. I don't have the coldest dribble moves. I just have moves that I'm comfortable using. Plus, they don't really have anything. Like you go on there. You can go on and create a player and get more of the dribble moves that you would like to have. Like I think one of the ones that I've liked in the past is like Elite 31, something like that. Because it has like these little dribbles. Like you, at one point you like do, and then you come back up. Shoot, if I ever got mocapped on. I mean, or ever got as a YouTuber ever got on. Well, I would have to be a YouTuber first. But I mean, like, if I ever got to that point where I got in the game, I would seriously want them to mocap my moves, just for myself.
And when engaged, Rondo is special.
They should do that for iPod.
Who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Poor boy Sin. Cash Nasty. Obviously, Agent's not on there, so I don't think Agent will want his own moves though. I don't know if Agent play ball like that. I'm assuming some of these guys actually play ball to a certain extent. I don't think Agent does, especially with the weight on him now. I don't think he plays like that, but I do, or did. So it would be cool to mocap my movements, because my dribble moves are layered a little bit. I'm not saying I'm Kyrie, because if I grew up seeing what Kyrie's doing, my dribble moves would be cold. My dribble moves are alright because I grew up watching Iverson, and Iverson's moves were cold too. But I'm just saying, some of the stuff that Kyrie be doing, like that's my base dribble right now. See, that's what I was doing to Quinn Cook. Now you can jerk. You pretty. Oh come on.
This is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Here's the teardrop.
Wow. This is why I got bigs in free agency. Because it seems like Johnson and them cannot consistently. Johnson, we had Olynyk at one point. We traded him for Larry Nance Jr. Bam. Adebayo.
Here's Horton Tucker.
Seems like a lot of them just can't consistently rebound on there, which makes no sense because technically Bam is athletic, so is Larry Nance Jr. A lot of these guys are undersized but athletic, and they're known for doing that actually in the real game. Now, don't get me wrong, comparatively, when you're talking about going up against other players like an Andre Drummond, or a Dwight or somebody like that, you can get out rebound in that situation, but it's an 82 game series, and that was one of my biggest complaints about my bigs.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Man, I'm about to pass I think I already passed MJ for the season. I mean, obviously, I'm #1 from my rookie season, all-time scorer in the season with 6,000 and something points. There you go. How the heck do you do that? Well, first of all, I don't play like some of the YouTubers I love to watch on there. Like Chris Move is looking to pass the ball. I'm not looking to pass the ball. You better break. You better break to the basket. You better cut to the basket.
So it's the Lakers now.
Same thing with Stack. I like watching Stacks Montana a lot too.
He has 6.
Stacks plays the 3. He likes to get his players involved and stuff like that. Man, I'll get my players involved. I average like 12 assists a game this season. So I'll get my players involved, but I need you to go to the basket, man. And don't go there soft like DeRozan just did. That's why DeRozan's not starting. That wasn't my call. That's the computer's call. But if you're not putting up the numbers in that situation like that, and don't get me wrong, I have the ball in my hand a lot, so it's hard to put up the numbers with somebody like me. But if you make the shots where I pass it to you, he missed that one. You'd be better at that. If you play some defense. Missed another one. I really didn't have to need to give you that ball. I could have kept that one.
9 of 13 from the line. And he makes the first.
It's supposed to be Hall of Fame too.
James is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
We'll see at the end.
Miami's gone 3 of 5.
It's supposed to be Hall of Fame though. I don't know. I played my Player Nation the other day, so I don't know. And we did have a patch 8, so you know, they could have messed up something again. Like the games don't be close anyways when I'm playing with a 99, but I'm just saying. And plus I got AD on my team both. So the rim protection. Wow, that's crazy. First of all, if it was a dunk, we wouldn't have this problem. I fully expect a dunk. When you got somebody that has dunked 30 times in the game, I want to dunk when that comes on it. Don't have me lay up that pussy crap. Don't have people hold on to me when I'm clearly past him. Got his arm sticking out. That slows you down.
Sensational throughout this one. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. They've been looking at a sync.
Look at LeBron. He about to cook you. Some mismatch.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh. Well, then again, all we got is DeRozan out there, Nance out there. Ain't nobody can guard LeBron off of that. I can't even guard LeBron on that. He's too big.
Free throw good, LeBron. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Nance.
My perimeter defense is decent on here too. Plus I got clamps. Which that's the only thing I don't like about my build is I really couldn't see. That's a they sold us a bill of goods on that one too. They really gonna sit there and act like we can make an overall all-around player. We cannot make an all-around player on here. Not the way you want to. Like people were like, oh, if you like, a lot of people like Poor Boy Sin and iPod and all of them were like, oh, if you gonna let us do that, I'm gonna have a demigod. Ain't really too many demigods out there. To me, you have to be at least 80 almost on every important attribute. Then again, it depends on what's important to you. Like for me, I want my slashing playmaker to have the finishing ability that he has, the playmaking ability, and ball handling ability. Those are all in like the top 80, 90s. My perimeter defense is around 70 something, I think. 70 something, almost 80, probably in that range. But same thing, my lateral quickness around in the 70, 80s, in that range, something like that. And my steel's kind of high too. But badges, only had 1 badge. So off the rip, because I can steal the ball pretty decently on the game. I already had already filled up that bar easily. Cause I'm gonna get I can get like 5 steals in the game, especially my career.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And as I'm talking about steals,
and he capped that one off with a little something extra,
booyah.
switching hands on the dunk.
He knows
disrespectful.
Great play. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this.
Oh, come on. That's an overreaction, 2K.
Focus. Just make the simple play. Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And what would that do? Make the game look like it was actually played decently? Like the Lakers came to play? This nigga stood there the whole time. I was not looking for you to do that, bro. Wow, that's crazy. Literally tried to do the same pass and did something totally different. Literally did the same thing and got a different reaction. That's why I don't understand the passing in this game either. I really gotta start pressing R1. Like I'm pressing R1, but I'm using the stick to pass. I gotta start pressing the icons to get it to where I wanted it. Like Drummond went outside, which not really what I want him to do at that same time, but they got him to Johnson, and I'm like, bro.
I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time.
Facts, Chris, facts. Why all the West Coast games so dang on late?
Now, I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else.
And those are some of the best games too. Had to stay up for LA Clippers opening night just because of that. And I stay up late, but I don't stay up late to sit up and watch basketball like that. I don't even stay up late to stream, which I should get back to doing that again. Cause I used to stream at night. I stream at any time, really. It don't really matter the time. I'll stream in the morning.
Miami's gone 1-3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Wow, that's crazy to me. At least I could have got a block. I mean, not a block, foul off of there. That's another thing. I'm way too fast for these guys.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Horton Tucker.
That's one badge I knew I was going to get. Quick first step.
Negotiating concession, the league wants to play.
It is fun though to try to figure out what you're gonna do with your other builds though, because with my paint beats, it's like, okay, I need back down punisher, I need consistent finisher. Like, I mean, I have that on my guard, so I already know what that does. But I mean, like, your mindset is gonna be totally different. Like, obviously, because you've already did at one build or a couple builds or whatever the case may be, you're gonna you're still going to use certain ones because you know those are cold badges or whatever. But at the same time, because I got a paint beats, I'm like, okay, the mentality's totally different. Because I definitely can't do this crap.
Starks against Rondo.
Wow.
And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Looks like I'm getting some traction on TikTok. That actually means nothing though. I get a little bit of traction on Instagram too. I can get 20 views. That ain't nothing. 10,000 points. Career points. Look, mama, I made it. That's absolutely insane. But I already know I can average about 5,000 points because of the play style. And it would be similar, but with a 3-level score or a offensive threat, it would be similar, but the game, the efficiency wouldn't be as high. the game style would be different. Cause last year I had to play sharp too. That was like 87, 88. I think I got it maybe up to 89, something like that. I'm just jacking up threes.
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps.
Well, not jacking up threes, but I'm just like pick and pop and, you know, looking for a wide open three. You know, I take it to the rack when I'm you know, getting cold, you know, stuff like that. Shoot the mid range, post fade. That's one thing I definitely added to my repertoire in 19. Because my shot creating had a cold Kobe Bryant type of post fade. I got a pretty good one on here too.
Here's Starks, and too long on the shot.
Yeah. And then I just shoot a dud. But yeah, I got gold deep fades though, so it helps too.
Back to Millsap. He's off the pretty assist.
I understand block is a big thing on there, but vertical still has to have some play in that. Now, obviously, that probably would have been more of a foul in that situation if I got up that high. But my vertical is pretty high, so that's all I'm saying. Like, if I was able to jump that high on that to try to block that, it'd have been a foul. But I would have gladly took that just from an optics situation, then pretty much let Millsap do whatever he wanted to do. That's 6 assists. They play a whole lot better though once you get Dimer up to where you want it to be. Around gold and Hall of Fame, they really start. Like before, they were not shooting, which really didn't matter my rookie year because my rookie year is going to be the determiner where this rookie year I actually did pretty good on assists, but usually you'll be lucky if I get about 4 or 5 average in my rookie year because you start off the bench. You start off depending on the year because I've played my career since 2K10. So you start off depending 60, 40. I know in my 2K10 it was legit 40, and you play in the G League. Depending on how the grind is, like the grind doesn't change a little bit for us over these since like 18. Because 17, I didn't pay for VC because you could legit grind your player and work on it. Like I guess you can grind it this year too, but we done got caught up in because of 18. I think a lot of us are just paranoid. Nobody wants to work from 60, and then a lot of people play part. A lot of people are playing the online stuff. So what is the point at playing at 60? You're not gonna be able to do what you want to do. And you're not going to have the badges you're not going to be able to work on the badges as effectively as you want at 60. Rondo, just stay on my way, old man. Y'all got a lot of old niggas on here, man. Like, y'all can't compete with me, man.
Free throw good, Starks. Here's Rondo.
Oh, wow.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Exactly what I'm talking about. There's no way in the world I shouldn't have been able to get right back in front of him in that situation. Does that have to do with my perimeter defense? Does my perimeter defense negate my speed? I mean, my lateral quickness negate my speed and acceleration, which is like at 99. Okay.
That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the
Come on, let's go.
for 2. And he can't
pass it out. Kick it out.
And Murray's got the ball here for Miami. Down low, Johnson, and foul on the shot. So
well, I would love to get a zip pass in our repertoire 2K. Because sometimes it's warranted for you to do a zip pass in that situation. Zip pass, easy lay. Catch it in stride, easy lay. It's like y'all always pass it a second later, especially in part. Oh my God, the passes be horrible sometimes on part. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't even be no complaints when you play online, because you know half of the stuff that people, the mistakes that people be making, be based on the game doing that crap.
And that's good as
You be like, oh, you trash when you did it. Like,
seconds left in the fourth quarter.
nigga, you can tell when that's 2K. Stop acting like you don't know that's 2K. Like, some people do be playing like, some people be ball hoggish and be playing like crap on the game. Don't get me wrong. But some of this is not actual gameplay problems, man. Sometimes it's just, that's why people ain't playing 2K20 like you think they are. Like, some people have quit playing 2K. It's not that big of a deal to me because I'm not a park player like that. I play my career a lot, so. But I'm an old head. I don't look old, but I'm an old head, so.
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks.
And I gotta have people to play with. That are not gonna get on my nerves. And the one homie that I play with sometimes, he lives in Japan, so dang, almost 3,000 BC up for that. Yeah, it was Hall of Fame, right there. I ain't playing Hall of Fame with my paint beast though. It's too early to move up to that. I moved up real quick on that. Normally every year I start off, you know, because 2K has a tendency to make pro harder than what it actually is. And so I'll play on pro for a little bit. I may have played pro less than 5 games at one point. I had to go to All-Star very quickly because the way this build was, plus you can pick what you wanted to work on. That's another thing. So I had put my finishing up quicker than I did anything else. Put my finishing up in my
What's up, Shaq here? That was one of the best.
And my playmaking up real quick. Those are both of my strengths.
I might even give you one of my nicknames.
Hey Shaq, I'm
always pick the PC
I'm
thing.
Try, Shaq, man. Look,
because this year,
I'm gonna keep trying to move in, you know what I'm saying? But
when the chemistry goes down, your takeover your team takeover can be taken away from you. And I like to use team takeover versus your regular takeover. Team takeover lasts longer, and you can choose to be selfish with your team takeover. You don't have to give it to the other players. I do because I do sometimes because DeRozan can slash, Jimmy can slash. Like I got, you know, Hero can shoot. So I use it, but 9 times out of 10, especially if you're not. If they start trying to make you go on a drought and you get a team takeover still, I'm gonna turn that on real quick and get my numbers back up. Or if I'm like just start passing the ball, like had like 10 assists early on or something like that, or had 8 assists early on, something like that, and the team takeover comes through, man, please. No, we gotta play Pelicans, man. Honestly, Player Nation is just, to me, it's like an excuse to play a shorter game. And not everybody plays 12 minutes like me anyways, but it's an excuse to play a shorter game and get more VC. That's why I play it. I just play it to get some more VC. There's really no difference outside of them letting you, outside of the gameplay be based on the game speed that you actually play on other modes, like on quick play and all that other stuff. Because I don't know why they took that away from. They did that in 18. They took away the game speed option. It's like, I think they just did that solely because of badges and stuff. And I'm like, bro, it's not about the badge grind. It's about being used to playing at that level. So I guarantee you, the average player that plays 2K plays like 80 to 100 speed on a regular basis on all of their modes. So it just makes sense for you to be able to choose your game speed. Like, obviously you're not going to be able to choose your game speed online like that. Still, the game speed should be a little bit quicker on there. Well, that would dictate. Honestly, it's not. The game speed's not bad on the game. It's the servers. So, and the shorts are trash this year. They are not even trying. All you have to do is revamp what you did last year. You're just doing shorts based on some of the stuff that you. That is trash this year. Oh crap! It's not. Oh, there we go. What am I looking for? No, not player appearance. Like, these diamond shorts were kind of dope, so I got those. But I'm saying, like, to force the short reveal or whatever every Saturday, trash. How you gonna have just what am I looking for? There we go. Okay, so I got the Heat, you know, obviously, because anytime I have a certain player, I'm gonna put like Heat stuff on there. The only thing that sucks about this year is when you have all this clothing, they're like, oh, you can use all your clothing on the what's going on. They pretty much put the same clothing on that you have on your other, and I'm pretty sure you can change it because my guy has braids. My paint beats have braids, but it's kind of annoying to have to change it every time, whatever. But yeah, those are the only two I have as far as short. Oh, and Supersonics, but I don't have anything to go with the Supersonics gear to do anything like that because they haven't had a true throwback like a Gary Payton, which that would probably cost a grip to get a jersey like that. But I mean, I got a Seattle Storm shirt, but it's not good either because the yellow's not exactly like Supersonic yellow. But yeah, I don't like the short shorts this year. They're being lazy basically. They do have a event going on. I do need to play more Park now. My rep is not even it's not even Pro 2 yet. Which that is always a indication of what kind of player you are. As soon as you jump in the they took away outside of looking at your looking on your phone to see what people have, but they took away the ability of seeing exactly what your rating is and stuff like that. Like I said, unless you look on the phone. But once you jump in with that person, you're like, okay, he's 99. Then you'd be like, he still got that one tier. What's going on? He must not have he don't play poker no more. So that could put a bad stigma on you as far as you not being able to play. Like I said, I'm decent at Bart, but I'm not nothing right at home. Oh snap, hey yo kid 2003, he a beast. No, you're not. Probably be a little bit. Well, we all would be a little bit better if the servers were better too. But online, I feel like I don't have the same control I have on my career. What am I coming over here for? Oh, to go check the shorts because it's after 12, and I think I'm assuming they're supposed to be up by now. I check them every Saturday because I actually like to have a variety of them, especially Miami Heat ones. I need to get some New York Knicks ones because my paint beast is in New York.
Thanks for coming in. If you need anything, let me know.
I got a 3-level score at OKC, but I haven't upgraded him yet. No, they don't. I was wearing my Cuzzo's team on here. I got that for free though, by spinning the wheel. The Red Claws shirt.
Nothing for you today, man. Thanks.
I trashed the gold shoes, and now I'm wearing the gold shoes. I think I got those for free too. Maybe not. I think I probably still had to pay for them. It might have been price eligible. I can't remember. Dude, that's what I mean by hair color. See how his is all blonde? I don't want it all blonde like that. If you say you're gonna colorize the tips, well, have it black and blonde on the top. This court is crazy. Like, they spend a lot of time trying to figure out these things like that, but when you're doing this, you also need to figure out a way to have the servers intact every single time. Like, even somebody like iBlack Carter, who is getting like crazy views off of it and is broadcasting like during their every day on Facebook, has tweeted things like, "I'm not trying to play the events the first time." Got that? Oh, well, that's because I just picked the Bulls because I'm a Bulls fan. Dang. Pelicans beat them too. Most of these games you would think I would have got right on that, just because off the strength of, I picked the Suns because I think the Suns were doing actually are doing a little bit better than what they have in the past couple of years. They've been getting incrementally better. But Clippers lost to the Pelicans. Pelicans have played. I think I saw their first game. They without Zion too, so it's like they've played. Alvin Gentry has been playing some decent basketball. I'll go Pelicans. It's a way though. The Rockets, even though they might shoot themselves out the game, they don't play no dang on defense. Mavs, I'll go Mavs. Spurs, Trailblazers. Trailblazers. Might be wrong. I picked the Spurs last time though. Clippers, you would think so. Cavs. I mean, well, obviously I'm not picking the Cavs, but for some reason my mind went Cavs, and I pressed 76ers because I'm obviously thinking about 76ers beating them. Magic Wizards, they got defense. I don't know what the Wizards are doing this year, to be honest with you, as far as that goes. I felt like Bradley Beal should have been traded to the Lakers last year. But they might not have been able to get AD and all the other stuff they were trying to do. But to have somebody like Bradley Beal and the possibility of AD, now you have an extra scorer. You have inside, outside. You have a pick and roll partner too. Between AD and LeBron, both of them can pick and roll. Pretty sure Bradley Beal could pick and roll. So then you got Rondo, and that's been pretty decent. Nuggets. I think the Grizz lost a lot, so they're probably not going to be able to. I'll go with the Pelicans. And I always pick 100. I don't want to pick the 200 thing. This nigga's locking in. What's going on? Spin the wheel. Eight boost. We'll take it. With this spin the wheel, I'll never get low on boost. I don't really need them, considering we at 99.9, but it helps with some of the other deficiencies I have on my player. That's one thing I really hope that PS5 and whatever the next Xbox is going to be does not have. I don't know how we went backwards in games. Like, but the loading to me at this point, especially like 2K for some reason, but the loading to me is like reminiscent of PlayStation 1 or even Dreamcast, even though I didn't play Dreamcast very much, but ain't nobody on the spot. That's another reason why I'm never so quick to play what's it called? Oh, the actual event is Matchmaking. Okay. I don't like playing twos. That probably comes out of not wanting to actually play twos in real life too, though. In real life, though, it's not make it take it. Well, it could be sometimes. It depends who you're playing. I'll say it that way. Because it legit could be make it take it. It depends. I don't play so many different types of way in real life, so who knows. Okay, I'm stuck behind the tables. See, that's a long wait, but that's what I hate about the game too. You'll have people standing near the court. That's why you need a list of players to play with. Plus, I'm not the type of person that's just gonna invite you into a party. Like, I'm the person that's gonna, well, I might not even accept either, but I'm the person that's gonna, you know, accept an invitation versus always trying to get my friends in a party and stuff. It don't even look like nobody's playing on this one though. You can't see it. Normally you can see the action. And I don't really have much time to play that event like that. I gotta go to work, unfortunately. That's another reason why I don't be like so gun ho broadcasting anymore like that, because it'd be like, get back home from work. I mean, I play the game, but I'd be like, gotta broadcast, gotta figure out new ways to get y'all to watch this crap. I always have content done. I'll just say I always have clips. Always clipping something, or always taking a picture, or always, you know, editing a photo or something. Just check my Instagram, AO Kid Exclusive. Check my TikTok at this point, because I'm gonna start loading up stuff on that TikTok since I added it. Might as well use it since I added it this morning. Yeah, but this is gonna be the end of my broadcast. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. AO Kid 2306, Prodigy Starks. Return of the Mac. Capital P. Bandana P. MVP. RSV or RIP. And we out.